Hello, hello, everybody. Just gonna mute my laptop here. Yeah, make sure you guys comment on this, give it a like, give it a heart, just so I know that we are here together. I see some people getting on. Thanks for switching over. Just gonna give it a few seconds. Hello, hey. Hey, Nicole. Hey, Jessica. Hey to everyone I haven't met before, face-to-face or Facebook Live to Facebook Live. So I'm just going to give it a few more minutes. Hey, Nancy. Awesome job. Thank you. Thank you. I dig the hair, too. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, Lori. I'm a little bit out there for those of you who have never met me before. I'm kind of a bright girl, but it's all good. So yeah, more people are getting on. Awesome. Yeah, so before I get started, again, I just want to wait just a few more minutes for people to kind of hop back over here. And don't worry if you're missing the beginning of this, it's totally okay. I love Nancy's setup that she has here, that she did. So when you're doing your presentation, that's an amazing way so they can see everything. Obviously right now, I'm just holding this in my hand. So you could always do this when you're coming on and you're saying hello, like, hey everyone, welcome. Or right after, once you get off and you kind of let them go comment on the thing. So while Nancy was, hey Diane, so while Nancy was in there and doing the video, I was posting. So I was acting like I was the host. So then you could always give your guests a few minutes to kind of go check those out. And then you could come back on right at the end just to give a thank you. So I'm going to go ahead and get started right now. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Lindsay Tompkins, and I am a social media trainer with Belinda Ellsworth and Step Into Success. And I am just so excited to be on this with you guys tonight. I had the amazing pleasure to chat with the leaders earlier, and so I'm really excited to be sharing some information with you guys. So number one, this is just so amazing that Nancy put this together. I am a huge advocate for working your business in multiple ways. So if you have met Lydia, you've met Belinda, you met me, you know that the three of us have really been pushing this message of working your business in multiple ways because we want to have multiple streams of income, and we want to be able to find, multiple different types of recruit leads. So when it comes to Facebook Live parties, this is definitely, hands down, the best way you're going to do a Facebook party is going live because it was super fun. Nancy kept us engaged the entire time. If she was just doing posts, it could have got confusing. And then we end up looking at something else. We're scrolling down our news feed, getting lost in cat videos, creeping ex-boyfriends, whatever it is that we end up doing online, and our attention isn't on the party. She was super captivating, and as you can see too, honestly the best part for me of that whole thing was when she found the lotion in the jar, because it's funny, it makes her relatable, people laugh. It doesn't just have to be, all business and all serious. Do not think, guys, that you need to have some intense script and you need to make it perfect. People just want relatable, and doing it this way makes them feel like they're at a party and they're really learning something and they're getting value from the experience and not just being spammed by a lot of different posts. So during this part of the training, should you let people know ahead of time when you'll be live for a party? Definitely. So I'm going to give you guys some ideas on setting up the party and kind of what you need to do, because I could never have just done what Nancy did. She was absolutely amazing and made me want every single one of those. So when you're booking a party with your host, a Facebook Live party, you're going to want to set up an event 7 to 10 days before. Now, I'm a huge believer in the home party and the home demonstration being, your bread and butter. That's where you're going to get, your highest sales, because people get to experience the product. So we already know that watching Nancy, we just bought in. We're like, okay, I need this. This is what I really want. And can you imagine too, if you were in person trying these, it may just push you over the edge to grab that $200 package. So we know that we're getting higher sales at the home party, but it's really important that we have multiple ways to do business for our hosts that maybe don't want to do a home party with us, because maybe their apartment is too small, or their house is too small, or they don't have a lot of friends in their local area. So it's really vital that you offer different ways. So if they say, no, I don't want to do the home party, you have to know, okay, how else can I service them? So once you book that party, you're going to want to make it 7 to 10 days in advance. Okay, and you're going to set up an event, and you can do this through your business page, and this is going to be where she's going to invite her friends to it. Obviously, right now, we just did it in a group page because you're all here, and I'm going to talk about that in just a second as well. So what you could do is you're going to make this event, you're going to get her to invite them in there, and you're going to add a description in the event, let them know to what to expect, and I've actually created a host coaching mini ebook for you guys that you guys can use so that it takes the guesswork. I literally, guys, give you text messages, Facebook messages, what to message your host so that it takes the guesswork out of all of this for you. How does this work when your audience can't sample the products or they've never heard? So just like how Nancy was talking about, like the benefits of it, that's what's going to sell them. So once you've created this, it's imperative that you are going to work with your host. You have to host coach. When we are working with our host, she's our business partner for the night. But we're investing business hours into this, and she's investing her recreational hours. And hosts can get really overwhelmed very quickly. And it's important that we make this easier for her so that she doesn't feel stressed out. During this, when I was posting in there, Nancy gave me all of that to post. All I had to do was copy and paste. She worked with me before the party, let me know how the party was going to run, so I didn't come in here with a stress of what is going on, how is this going to be done, what does she even want me to say. We had those conversations beforehand. So I give you guys an entire checklist what to do with your host coaching before, during, and after the party. So once you get into the party, it's really just the same thing, guys. It's the same way that you're doing your home parties. It's just on a different platform. Just what Nancy did right there is exactly what you would also do in person. Do not overthink your Facebook Live parties. You're going to do your opening talk. You're going to welcome them to the world of Jordan Essentials and let them know what it's about. You're going to go through and do your product presentation. You're going to put up those posts and get them, really excited about the packages. Another thing I would do as soon as you get off is post, like a post that has package 1, package 2, and package 3, and then get people writing on which one they want and what they're excited about. That's all you really want, is to get engagement. And look at how much engagement was on Nancy's, because she was teaching you something and teaching you also how to gift. Who are these best for? So even though they can't try the product, you need to ask yourself, how can I give value? You could definitely use Send Share to set those up while you're doing the live party as well. So you could have those going at the exact same time. Yeah, overthinking is so real. We get really, bombarded, and we're like, okay, this is different. The Facebook party is different than the home party, and I need to completely do, rethink it and reinvent the wheel. You don't need to do that, guys. Just do it the exact same way. And do not miss talking about the opportunity and to start a business and the opportunity to host with you. And this is also where you can encourage them to host in person as well. So once you've done that, guys, really, that's all there was to it, what Nancy just did. It was half an hour, super quick. You don't want it much, much longer than that. So now we have people excited. They're commenting on the post. Oh, I want package 1. I want package 2. Oh my gosh, I really need the stress. I really need the peace one. Now we're going to want to close the party. And this is where I see a lot of consultants struggle, and they don't know what to do, because at the home party, we have people coming what? Into the kitchen, into the dining room, we sit down with them, and they're able to place their orders that way. So what I do is I do quick closing calls. Okay, because sometimes if we just give them a link or, the party event, they don't really know how to go in there, they don't know what to do, and they don't know how to piece these things together. So what you're going to do is you're going to get them on the phone, get them to message you like Nancy said, and they can do it right there with you, and then you just call them, they give you their credit card information, and you put that order through. Super, super simple. So you can say, okay, Amanda, you're up first. You're the first one to comment. Your call is at 8 p.m. I'll call you in 2 minutes. And then, okay, Sandra, you're going to be at 8:05. One of the things that we miss from that full service checkout, because that's what your checkouts have to be. Your closers have to be full service, which means you make sure they have everything they need. You offer the hosting opportunity, and you offer the business opportunity. And I know you guys are asking questions right now, and I will go in on this video and I will make sure that I answer these for you because I may not get to all of them right here. So that's how you're going to close, because you want to do it as quickly as possible while they're excited, and you want to make sure that you can have a conversation with them so you can talk to them about hosting their own party. So say Amanda gets on the phone and she picks package 2, but she says she really, really wants package 3. She's like, oh, I wish I could get all of them. Well, do you know what? That's when you're going to get her to host a party. But if she was checking out alone, she just would have bought package 2, pouted about package 3, and then moved on with her life, right? So we want to make sure that we're talking to her on the phone so we can tell her about the business opportunity or about the hosting opportunity. And say she buys package 3 and she's so excited about it and she's like, oh my gosh, I need to share this with all my friends and this is amazing and I also want to get this and this and this. You'd say, do you know what, Amanda? You sound really excited by this. Have you ever thought about doing this? Because really, it's no harder than what I just did right now. And you sound like, your friends would love this, and you could offer this to your friends, earn an income, get personal discounts on products, and we could work together. They go, oh my gosh, sure, sign me up. That's really important in your closing call. Now, this is also important. So what I want you to do is like what Nancy mentioned about the piggyback. So this is really important. For every Jordan Essentials home party that you are hosting with a host, I also want you to host a Facebook Live party. Now, this is going to be for, can you guess who? Her friends who cannot attend. You don't want them to miss out. So what you could do is, you could even get somebody to videotape you or have a setup where you're Facebook Living that product presentation portion. You could just do it yourself, just like how Nancy did the day after. And then the night of your home party, get your host to go in the event, go on with her and go live and tell her to be like, share with your friends what you loved, how much fun it was, how much she missed her friends. So now you're not missing out on the sales from her friends who couldn't be there because you're going to add on that additional party. And you're going to do that the next day, and then you let everyone know. You can go back into the event, and even for those who can't make the event, the Facebook Live event party, then do you know what, guys? I'm closing the order on Friday. It's 2 days away. You guys get to go back in here and check out everything that we posted. Use it as not like a I want more sales, but tell your host, Sarah, I do not want any of your friends to miss out on this. So the day after, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to share with them what I shared with your guests that could make the party. Now, I just said, though, at the beginning that our home parties usually garner more sales. So if your host is in your local area, okay, and she wanted to host a Facebook party, some of them are going to be hosts who live far away. You may be hosting Facebook parties because of the weather, or maybe you had surgery and you can't leave the house. But some of our hosts just don't want to host a home party. And usually the reason is because they are afraid no one will show up. And they're afraid that you're just going to think that they're a big loser who doesn't have any friends. And because you know what? Your host wants the party to be a success even more than you do. So what happens is, so say you are having your Facebook party. You're going to say to her, and this is what Belinda Ellsworth teaches with catalog parties. You're going to say to her, okay, Amanda, we're having your Facebook party on Wednesday. Invite your friends, we'll do all that. But how about on Friday, I pop over and, I'll let you try some of the products that we're going to talk about, and then we'll kind of go through your wish list and what you want for your host rewards, and then say if you're going to give her a little booking gift, like having that little jar would be perfect. You could say, and I want to give you your booking gift. But while I'm there, why don't you just invite a few of your neighbors over or a few of your friends over, and they can try them out too. Most of the time she's going to say yes, because this seems way less stressful. She doesn't feel like, if I don't have 10 people there, I seem like I don't have any friends or I failed at this. She'll feel like she did her part during the Facebook party. Now she feels okay if only 1 to 3 friends can show up. But we know that majority of the time, the sales from even those 1 to 3 friends are going to be higher than the ones from the Facebook party. Why? Because they got to demonstrate and use and experience the product. So I really want you guys, don't look at it as like, I really don't want to do social media. I don't want to do business online. We have to go where our customers are. And your customers are on Facebook. Guys, you can't ignore this anymore. But Facebook Live parties can be a great way for you to piggyback onto your other parties. It's an additional way for you to do business with your customers. You're going to get more sales. You're going to create multiple streams of income. And you're going to be able to reach more and more people. So look at it as this is just an additional service. You guys have to be doing Facebook Live parties constantly. The other place you're going to do your Facebook Live parties is in your VIP groups. Now, I've also offered to you guys an ebook on VIP groups and best practices on how to set those up. This is an amazing place for you to service your customers. A lot of us drop the ball on follow-up. We know this. Okay, and I'm not saying VIP groups replace your 2+2+2 personal follow-up, but they're going to help you maybe during those days or weeks where you're a little bit busy. So what you're going to do as a way to follow up is you're going to go live once a month in your group and do what Nancy just did. You're going to host a party. And every single time you're going to offer something different. You can create a package yourself, and then during your closing calls, you'll just do that for them so they're not looking around. And Nancy will give you guys access to the training. So you're going to do that every single month in your group page as a way to reservice and follow up with your customers. Guys, this is the future of direct sales, is adding this in as an additional service. It is not replacing the home party. It's not replacing what we do live with our guests, but it's a great way for you, like I said, multiple streams of income. If there's a month where you can't get out there, maybe you're hurt, surgery, weather, that you have money coming in. If any of you have a team and say you're still like, I don't want to do this, make sure you learn how to do this so you can share it with members of your team. You can share it with potential recruits. If someone says, I love the product, but I don't have a car, so I can't get to home parties. You can say, do you know what, Ashley? That's totally okay, because we have consultants who are just crushing it online doing Facebook Live parties. And do you know what? Even though it's not something that I use on the regular because I love my home parties, I know how, and I'm going to teach you how to do the same thing. Now, something else I shared with the leaders is that doing this live is the best because people get to see your mannerisms, they get to know you. But if you are really uncomfortable, then like Nancy said, even with practicing, do it in advance. Have it already recorded. And if you have a member of your team who is just too afraid and you're rocking it, record it yourself of you and let your teams use it. And then they could just go on and say, this is my leader demonstrating it. And then you could just really do a lot of the engaging in the post. Now that is for, like our worst case scenario. We really, really don't want to do it, but we still want to try and take advantage of this. But it's important that you guys just remember that you just need to be yourselves. There's, people want to see authenticity. They want to get to know you. People do business with people they want to be friends with. So don't be afraid to be yourself. Don't be afraid of what people are thinking about you. Nobody's judging you. No one's thinking that, like, we look at ourselves in the mirror and we go, oh, if only I was 10 pounds lighter, I would like myself more, which is usually not the case, okay? But nobody's thinking that about you. Nobody's thinking that. They just want to receive value. If you make it about them, then you don't need to worry about you. Don't be afraid. You guys are all amazing. You guys are worthy. You guys are full of information, and you guys know more than your customers. So you are the go-to and you are the expert. Just feel confident in that and have fun with it. If you make mistakes, laugh it off, because you know what? Those are some of the most memorable moments. And I'm sure you guys will remember Nancy hiding the lotion in the jar. But you know what? That makes her so likable. It made you laugh, and it made you continue to engage in the party. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us tonight. I know that you guys learned a lot, because I learned a lot about what you guys offer, and I'm super excited to continue to work with you guys. If you guys have any questions, feel free to just comment below, and I'll make sure to check them out over the course of the night and tomorrow as well, and if you guys have any questions. But read the ebooks first that I'm offering, and then let me know, and I'll be sure to answer. I hope you guys have an amazing, amazing Monday night. And see, I don't even never know what day it is anymore, because when you're in direct sales, every day feels like Saturday, doesn't it? I hope you guys have an amazing night, and I'm going to put this back to Nancy, and I will talk to you guys later.